To expand the conversation, we're joined now by Tshwane MMC for Community Safety, Coetzee. A very good evening to you, MMC. Thank you for your time. This investigation has been ongoing for quite some time, as we learned from the police there. As the developments take place, what is your reaction to the latest arrests?
Thank you, Paul, and thank you also to your listeners tonight. On behalf of the multi-party coalition government, I note and I welcome the arrest of the 3 municipal employees who stand accused of the theft of electrical transformers valued at approximately 7 million rand. We actually want to commend the South African Police Service for its decisive action in this regard. This development represents a serious and necessary step towards protecting our infrastructure and assets of the City of Tshwane. We have been working for quite some time. We're busy with asset protection. We're bringing in extra security guards that we're going to train so that we can have a proper supply and also people to look at our infrastructure. I think if you look at the damage that is going through with cable theft and transformers, even vandalism, this is why we are serious. And in our budget, we've actually budgeted 564.4 million to intensify our asset protection, and therefore we welcome the arrest of these officials.
Yeah, 7 million rand is a massive chunk of the city's finances. What impact does this loss have on service delivery?
The challenge that we are sitting with, Mpo, is normally when a transformer is stolen, especially in your rural areas like your agricultural holdings. If a transformer like that is stolen, then you've got a chain reaction where some of the people are depending on boreholes. You can't pump water. It actually starts becoming a safety issue where, say, your power is off for more than 4 or 5 hours, and then your batteries start running low. So it's also a safety factor, and therefore we need all different stakeholders like your SABC, your CPF structures. We're taking hands with all of them so that we can actually protect our infrastructure.
Yeah.
It's very important that we stand, even in collaboration with SABC. We have just signed the MOU on national as well as provincial level so that we can actually multiply our forces, specifically when it comes to our infrastructure.
You talk about a budget of 564 million rand when it comes to security. What about the damage to infrastructure? What does it mean for the city and the city's finances?
Normally, when you look at your IDP plan, and the inputs from your communities, your budget is worked out according to your IDP plan. But when you look at 500 million rand loss over a period of 1 year, you can actually do so much more. You can actually fix more water pipes. You can fix more of your road infrastructure. So it's actually a loss to the city, and that's why we've actually have this asset protection so that we can look not just at the buildings, but if you look at the national government and provincial government, they've got the same challenge. And therefore, I'm actually, from my side, I'm trying to put a lot of pressure on national government so that we can take copper and register it as a precious metal. Because sometimes we catch the individual in the street that makes it 200 rand. But if you can go to the supplier and the buyers of these materials, it will actually, then you look at the root cause of the problem, and we might have even better solutions then.
What we did learn from listening into the police is that arrests will continue. The search is on for another suspect who is believed to be a high-profile individual. I mean, what does that tell us about the inner workings and how this entire crime was orchestrated?
What we have done as well is we started with consequence management in the city. We have taken a government seat in October last year, and I must say that the City of Tshwane has been declared the safest city in the country at this moment. But I said to most of the people that this is only the beginning. If you look at the safety, we want our kids to be safe in the parks. We want them to be safe at schools, in universities. They must be moving around freely within our country, even on our roads. So it is very important that we look at safety first. That's why what we've done in the city is we call it IBEC. It's an Interdepartmental Bylaw Enforcement Committee, which we established, and that is now making that people don't work in silos any longer, but we are now working together as a team, and we're having weekly operations, also with SABC and Home Affairs and all other stakeholders. We've also multiplied this IBEX system within the Gauteng province, and it might even be rolled out within all 9 provinces. So that, because the success rate of this IBEC, or Interdepartmental Bylaw Enforcement Committee, is actually the answer for most of these problems that we are facing.
But the reality is, MMC, is that a suspect believed to be connected to 3 City of Tshwane employees was arrested today. What my question is also learning from the police that another individual is being sought for arrest who is believed to be a high-profile individual. What does that mean for the city and the inner workings as crimes are committed?
It is a very serious concern, and as the new government, we are, like I said, we're putting consequence management in place. We also started a security cluster where we can actually discuss on a monthly basis all these challenges within the certain departments. And I believe that we have zero tolerance when it comes to corruption. So these individuals are not above the law. So therefore, they must face the consequences.
Very well. Thank you so much for speaking to us this evening. As we leave that conversation there, MMC for Community Safety, Coetzee from the City of Tshwane.